It was the cold winter of 2026 when a very important journey began. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer boarded a plane to China. This trip was historic. For 8 long years, no leader from the United Kingdom had visited China. Prime Minister Starmer was not alone. He traveled with around 60 of Britain's most powerful business people, from major banks to big companies. Their mission was clear: to repair the broken ties with China, a global superpower. For nearly a decade, the relationship between Britain and China had been very bad. It was like a deep freeze, with little trust and much disagreement. Prime Minister Starmer wanted to end this. He aimed to reset the relationship, hoping for a new start. Britain's economy was struggling greatly. Many jobs were at risk, and growth was slow. Starmer felt that engaging with China's vast economy was the only path to help Britain get stronger. This was a very risky decision, but he felt it was necessary for the country's future. Before his flight, Prime Minister Starmer made a simple but controversial statement: "China matters." This one sentence caused much talk. For some, it meant new economic chances. For others, it brought worries about China's past actions and human rights. This journey promised great opportunities for business and money, but also serious political dangers and tough choices. After years of public hostility and distrust, could one trip truly fix the deep rift between these two nations? Or was Prime Minister Starmer stepping into a dangerous trap? The future of Britain's economy and its place in the world depended on this visit. Next, we uncover the many big problems and explosive events that pushed these two powerful countries to the edge of a complete break. The good relationship between the United Kingdom and China did not last. Once, people called it a golden era, but over 8 years, trust broke down and open anger grew. Many things led to this diplomatic silence. One big problem started in 2020. China passed a new national security law for Hong Kong. Hong Kong was a former British territory, and London saw this new law as a broken promise. It meant Hong Kong's freedom was being taken away. The UK reacted strongly. It offered a special visa for Hong Kong people to move to Britain. More than 200,000 people took this chance. Then, in April 2021, British politicians made another big statement. They said China was committing genocide against the Uyghur people in Xinjiang. This meant they believed China was trying to destroy a weaker group. The UK was the 4th country to say this. China said these claims were false. Before these events, the UK had already made a tough choice. It decided to ban a big Chinese technology company, Huawei, from building its new 5G internet network. This was because of serious security worries. British officials feared Huawei's equipment could be used for spying. These concerns did not stop. British intelligence agencies like MI5 became very worried. They warned that Chinese government agents were a constant threat to national security, trying to steal secrets every day. The golden era was now over. The two countries had moved from being friends to being openly hostile. The relationship was in ruins, and Britain's economy was struggling. Prime Minister Starmer knew he needed a bold plan. The new government, led by Prime Minister Keir Starmer, decided it was time for a fresh approach to China. After Labour won the election in July 2024, they faced big economic challenges. Britain needed stronger economic growth, especially after leaving the European Union, and public debt was very high. In this difficult situation, Starmer's team began to view China differently. They believed China was not just a challenge, but a vital and unavoidable economic partner for Britain's future success. Preparations for Starmer's visit to Beijing were done with great care, often behind the scenes. A major and controversial decision was made just weeks before he left. The UK government approved plans for a large new Chinese embassy in London. This project had been delayed for years due to political and security worries. Many security services were deeply concerned. They feared the mega embassy could become a hub for spying activities in Europe. However, the government saw its approval as a necessary sign of goodwill to restart relations. Starmer brought a powerful group with him. Almost 60 of Britain's most important business leaders and cultural figures joined the delegation. This included top executives from companies like HSBC, Aberdeen Group, Airbus, British Airways, AstraZeneca, and GSK. Everyone hoped for major commercial success from this diplomatic reset. The big meeting in Beijing. Prime Minister Keir Starmer met Chinese President Xi Jinping inside the Great Hall of the People. The meeting lasted 3 hours, including serious discussions and a shared lunch. Both leaders spoke of building a comprehensive strategic partnership. President Xi described the world as complex and interconnected. He urged dialogue and cooperation, warning that good things often come with difficulties. Starmer stressed the need for a long-term, consistent partnership. He later said the relationship was in a good and strong place. He also raised sensitive issues, including human rights and the case of Jimmy Lai, a British citizen imprisoned in Hong Kong. President Xi later lifted sanctions on British lawmakers who had criticized China. Words were spoken, but Starmer needed real results. China agreed to cut import taxes on British whiskey from 10% to 5%. The UK government believes this could add £250 million to the economy over 5 years. China also promised visa-free travel for British citizens for up to 30 days. AstraZeneca announced it would invest $15 billion in China by 2030, its largest investment ever. Other British companies secured $2.2 billion in export deals and market access worth another $2.3 billion. Britain and China also agreed to cooperate on stopping human trafficking across the English Channel. But then, an angry message arrived from America. President Donald Trump publicly warned that Britain's dealings with China were very dangerous. Britain was now caught between the world's two biggest powers, the United States and China. The UK defended its actions, saying America had been informed. Trump himself was expected to visit China. Many other world leaders were also turning toward China, frustrated with America's unpredictable foreign policy. Britain now faced a difficult balancing act. Hard questions to answer. Human rights concerns remained. Jimmy Lai was still in prison. Security fears continued over the new Chinese embassy in London. Could Britain gain trade and money without sacrificing its values and security? What happens next? Starmer returned with economic wins, but also serious concerns. Britain must balance trade with China, its alliance with America, and its commitment to human rights. There are no easy answers. Starmer chose pragmatic engagement. Whether Britain paid too high a price remains an open question. Do you think a country can maintain strong economic ties with China without compromising democratic values? If you learned something new today, please like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps create even better English videos for you. Thank you.